Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'd like to welcome you to a new Let's Play of Into the Gungeon. My name's Walsh, and be going on this journey with me. And played a little bit of the game. Played about 2 to 3 hours of it. Really like it. It's similar to The Binding of Isaac, except for it's got guns in it, and it's a crawler. And you just go through, and your ultimate goal is to go and get to the end of the gungeon and eliminate your past. Like I say, I played a couple hours of the game. Right now we've got the Marine, got the Pilot, the Convict, and the Hunter. Um, what little knowledge I have of the game is you have dodge rolls. Basically, you just go through level by level, and you have invincibility frames with those dodge rolls. And as you go through, you enter different rooms, similar to the Binding of Isaac. And like I say, your ultimate goal is to get to the end and then beat the bosses. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get started with the Marine, and from there, in each episode, we'll try to play with a different character. Hello there, Marine. Before you descend, you might want to learn the ways of the Gungeon from the great manual in the Halls of Knowledge. I've already done the tutorials, so we're going to go ahead and do tutorials are for chumps. Haha, you're right. Enjoy your imminent demise. So quickly here, when we first load in, I'll go ahead and give you a rundown of the UI and kind of take a look at it. You've got shops that are in here where you can buy different passes or different guns, and each gun has somewhat different abilities. You have guns that shoot guns that shoot lasers, you have some guns that do poison damage, freeze damage. So at the top left you have your hearts and you have a shield. The Marine starts with a shield each specific time. Then you have underneath that blanks, which are basically room clears. They clear the room of bullets. So if you get overwhelmed, something like that, you can use those. You have keys that open different chests. There's different levels of chests. We'll go through those once you reach that. Keys, which, like I just explained, do the chests. Then next to that, you've got basically your currency. Down at the bottom left, you have your active item. The Marine starts with an ammo cache, so you can call in an ammo drop, refill some of your ammo on one of your guns. Each gun, some of them have specific amounts of ammo in them, and the one that we started out with, the Marine sidearm, has unlimited ammo. In the top right, you have your map, and we'll get into that a little bit further. So let's just get started on here. So like I say, I've played a little bit of the game here. You know, if we get some shorter episodes where I die, unfortunately, at a certain wrong time, then what we'll do is we'll just start another one over. But if we get decently far and I flub it up, then we'll just continue on the next episode. So you have different barrels here that you can use. These here explode. You can move them around and kind of blow them up to set traps if you need to. These here are teleporters. As you clear a room, you can skip to different areas if you don't want to backtrack or do any walking. So these enemies here, you do get into some enemies later on. I think I've made it as far down as the second floor, and each floor has a couple different bosses, and in those, if you flawless them, you get some upgrades. And as you notice, the things that are tracing me around, those are the bullets and the what are they called? Shells. And that's actually what you use for your money. Try not to keep myself trapped here. And like I say, you have the dodge rolls where you have invincibility frames as you roll over them. So these first floor bosses are really nothing to be worried about. So as stated previously, if I wanted to teleport over to this room to get closer to a chest that I left behind, something like that, we can definitely use the teleporters to move back. one habit that I have, and is tend to reload after every kill. And in FPSs, that's good, but sometimes in this game, it's best just to go ahead and go ahead and fill out your clip and just use it all. Here we've got a brown chest. Like I was saying earlier, you got the chests that are brown, green, blue, and then you got higher level chests. The brown chests are the lowest chests that we have, and since we just started out, we're going to go ahead and open up this chest here. And the first gun that we pick up is Little Bomber, Refuse to Lose. So here in the Amicon, we've got this here, Refuse to Lose Charge. Charge to fire bombs. A forgetful adventurer left a pouch full of bombs deep in the Gungeon, and they eventually sprouted into amusing weapons. A favorite of the gunslinging king, who often sends manservants to pick up the bombs. So for the first few episodes, we'll go ahead and fire off each weapon to see kind of what it does. Okay, so it looks like that's actually going to be a boss weapon as opposed to some room clears, and don't want to use too much of that ammo. As I stated, we've got 60 of it, and don't want to run out of that before we get to the boss. So a little bit about myself. I've been playing games my entire life. I grew up playing on the Super Nintendo, on the regular Nintendo. I've owned every piece of equipment that's been out there, except for the only thing I haven't ever owned is an Xbox. I just recently bought an Xbox One. So hopefully we'll be getting some Let's Plays and stuff like that on the Xbox. Currently I'm playing on the PS4, and I believe this is available on the PC. I'm not 100% sure if it's available on the Xbox, but I definitely highly recommend this game. So I'm 35 years old, and like I said, I've been playing games ever since I can remember, and it's something I enjoy, something I do on a daily basis. And if you ever, maybe we can game together, something like that sometime, just hit me up. On PlayStation, my username, or my PSN ID is NYWalshJets13. On Xbox One, it's govna.game. And you can find me on Twitter at NYWalshJets13, as well as on YouTube here. You can find me at NYWalshJets13 as well. So we picked up a key earlier. Like I say, we'll go ahead and open up this chest just to see. And this is the Lodgestone Amulet, Blanks Knock Back Up. So we've got here, Blank sends enemies flying. This enchanted amulet is strangely polarized, repelling most objects that draw near. It hums softly in the presence of blanks. So this here is a passive item, so anytime we use one of our blanks, the room clear of the bullets, then this will have a higher knockback effect. So in this, it's best to clear all of your rooms for better drops, for more drops, for keys and things like that. You can skip, like we found the boss room earlier, you can skip straight to the boss and move on, but I like to clear out the entire floor due to the fact that, you know, sometimes you get more hearts or more money to buy better weapons and stuff later on. Oh. Well, that was a terrible, terrible dodge on my part. And of course there's a Marine who lost her little helmet whenever we took that shot. There are secret rooms in this. To be perfectly honest, I'm not exactly sure how to find the secret rooms. I'm assuming that they're similar to the Binding of Isaac, where they're in certain areas where you would think like there could possibly be one down here. Let's go ahead and test that out just to see. And use your blanks to find out if there is a secret room. So we'll go ahead and use a blank here. And there was. And in this we've got full heart, which of course right now we will not use. Each enemy does a half heart of health if you get hit, and that rings true all the way from any level, all the way from the beginning level to the very end boss. They all do a half a heart. So in here we have 48 credits. Get Litchi Trigger Finger. So don't know what any of this stuff is. We'll go ahead. I've never seen this before. I'll go ahead and buy it just to see. Each trigger rate of fire up. The finger bone of an ancient lich who was skilled at the art of gunplay. Unfortunately, this finger bone is not the lich's flakery? Flake archery? Sorry for my terrible pronunciation of that. So our rate of fire is up. I don't know if I can tell any difference, but alright, so we're going to go in and fight our first boss. What do we got here? I believe this is Gatling Gold. Well, that is quite the introduction. Yes, Gatling Gold. So as previously stated, if you do the entire fight without getting hit, you get a health upgrade. So right now we currently have 3 hearts. If we were able to flawless him, then we will get 4 health. Oh, the reload on this is terrible. And you can use these as the tables as basically walls to help block some of these bullets here. Oh. I did play this guy in the demo, so hopefully if I do get a flawless here, it won't be embarrassing as if I was to get hit by this guy. I played him quite a bit in... There we go. Nice. So this first boss here, we get to show exactly what happens when you flawless. So what we just picked up, these are hegemony credits. I don't believe you can see where you have those at. Oh, there they are at the top right. So those are hegemony credits. You use those back at the beginning title screen to get more. You can buy different guns or things like that. So getting the boss, we picked up the Void Marshal. Acquire under the table. Compact but highly accurate, the Void Marshal is a favorite of smugglers and rogues across the galaxy. Acquire under the table, semi-automatic. Master round, first chamber. This rare artifact indicates the mastery of the first chamber. Sorry about that. Apocryphal texts recovered from cultists of the Order indicate that the gun and the bullet are linked somehow. So this is our extra health. So now we have 4 health here, and we will not need that. So let's go ahead and fire this. Oh, it's not too bad. It looks like this would probably be a room clear, so we'll move on to the second floor. Like I said, this is going to be my first Let's Play, so hopefully you enjoy it. The commentary will get quite a bit better as we go through, and as I get better at the game, I'll be able to talk about different things besides just the game itself. Hopefully we'll be able to somewhat have a conversation, even though it'll be one-ended. Hopefully you enjoy the series. If you do, give me a finger to that like button and subscribe for more as the series continues. I'm going to try to do 1 video a day, and like I say, we'll play a different character each day and see how this goes. Man, this gun is fantastic. In the short time that I played that enemy there, he can be a real pain in the ass, so being able to take him out quickly, definitely. Terrible dodge, terrible. But we picked up another blank. We're going to go back to using this here, and we have no keys, so we cannot open that. There are mimics in this game, which a mimic is basically a live chest that if you don't shoot it or kill it, it will harm you, and then at that point, if it is a mimic and you fire on it, you will have to fight it to kill it, and then once you kill it, you'll get a gun inside or some sort of upgrade inside. Here we don't have the key for that, I don't believe, no. So we'll have to find the key to that and see what's going on with the little lady and the one-armed monster behind her. Oh, oh my gosh, that's just appalling. And there's absolutely no reason for me to be down here. This is terrible. Okay, so here we go. Let's pretend as though that room never happened. That's absolutely horrible on my part. Wizard here, little Mario wizard shoots different shapes at you. There we go. So let's see what the shop has here. And you can fight the shopkeeper. I made that mistake in my very first run. If you happen to kill him, then he disappears. He gets really, really mad. Like I'll take one shot in here and he says, "Hey, no firing in the shop." So again, as you go through, if you continue, he'll end up fighting you, and I don't know if you can do a kill shot on him, but I'm imagining if you do, then the shops, there probably won't be any left for the rest of the run. So we're gonna go ahead and buy a key, and we'll go back to here. I'm not sure. Okay, so it looks like we gotta find a different key somewhere here down on this floor. We're gonna go ahead and open this chest up, and we get, looks like a passive item, Heart of Ice. That's cold. Fires ice projectiles on taking damage. This icy heart was torn from a mighty frost giant, a common target for talented monster hunters. So it's a passive item, and every time we get hit, it seems like we're gonna fire out projectiles. I personally don't really care much for passives that require you to get hit, but I guess in certain situations it might be able to help us. I'm gonna take care of these guys first, as they pose the biggest threat at the moment. How they shoot a lot of bullets out here. There we go. I'd like to find a... Let's go take this guy out. I think he's healing them. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Now that's why I just found a little bit of health, is it's getting a little lower than... I'm gonna go ahead and pop that up. There we go. That was absolutely terrible on my part, but like I said, we're going to pretend like that room and the previous one where I took the stupid damage did not happen. And if I had to guess, probably should go clear out some of this other stuff over here as well, but let's just continue on this way. And if you guys have played this, if you have any tips or anything like that, feel free to put them down in the comment section. If you can, try to avoid any kind of spoilers as far as, you know, if there's any secrets, because I'm assuming there's secrets similar to their auras on, you know, the Binding of Isaac, where you do certain things and you can unlock the Lost or whatever. You know, if we can, try to avoid some of those, but if you've got any tips or tricks or anything like that, just definitely feel free to put them down in the comment section. We're going to try to conserve a little bit of ammo for this gun. Hopefully we pick up some ammo. An ammo drop, which we still have the ammo that the Marine starts out with, so if we get in a bind, we can definitely drop that down. Oh my gosh, just die, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was our projectiles that we got from that last passive item. Oh, I did pick up a little bit of armor. I would really like some health here. Okay, so this is one of the big chests that I was talking about. We definitely have to go back to the shop and buy a key for that. Hopefully he has another one for sale. I believe he had two. So let's see. What do you got for me, dude? There we go. Open that. And of course there's absolutely nowhere that's close to here. So we'll do a little bit of backtracking. I would like to get another room clearing gun as we're almost out of ammo. And the Void Marshal. There we go. What do we got? Ooh. Zilla shotgun. Quadruple the fun. 4-barrel shotgun that can be fired at once. Zilla Industries is famous for crafting bespoke weapons for highly talented gunslingers. This shotgun was created with only one concept in mind: maximum destructive potential. Okay, so it looks like it's a charged weapon, so let's go ahead and fire it once in here. Oh, I like that. Now, can we just shoot one at a time? Can, but it doesn't look like they bounce off the walls if we just fire it one at a time. But we'll go ahead and test it out. We'll see what kind of room clearing potential it has. Now, it only has 100 rounds. And one thing that I've noticed about this game is that the lower the rounds, the more likely it is it's a boss killer. A shrine to forgotten bullet who laid down his arms. Will you? Offered gun at the altar. Well, we definitely don't want to offer this one. I'm assuming we just lay it down. I don't really have anything that I want to give away right now. No, maybe we'll come back to that. If not on this room, or this run, we'll definitely, I'm sure along the way, somewhere around here, we'll pick up a crapper weapon and be able to give it away and see what happens. Now, what is this here? Altar's empty. Do nothing. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do nothing there. Alright, so let's continue on here. Now we do have 3 blanks, so hopefully fighting the next... Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Oh, let's go. Come on now, Walsh. You can do better. Yeah, I'm not really digging that gun, having to charge it up in these type of rooms. So we're going to test that out on the boss, see what kind of damage it does to him. Right now, I think we're going to go with our Void Marshal. Oh, actually, here's the boss right now. So we have 2 options. We have the Zilla shotgun as well as we have the little bomber. But let's see what kind of damage this does here. What do we got? The Beholster. Alright. Okay, yeah. It's a little slow. Now, I have fought, so we're not going to get the flawless trophy here, so we won't be able to get the... Oh, wow. Okay, let's blank out of that here. This is not going as I wanted it to. Alright. You know what? We're actually going to switch to a faster firing gun here. It's a little... Oh my goodness. This is quite embarrassing on my part. Wow, we're going to die on the 2nd floor. I'm in a little bit of concentration mode here. I don't want to die on the 2nd floor. Be a little bit of a kick to my ego. And we're almost out of ammo here. Great. Alright. Oh my goodness. Well, alright. So that's part of Enter the Gungeon here. Like I say, we'll try and do a little bit better next time and go a little bit further in. This is going to be a little shorter episode than hopefully what the ones in the future will be. I definitely don't want to die on the second floor every time. But again, this is Walsh signing out. And again, if you enjoy the video, then give me a thumb to that like button, and talk to you guys next time. Thanks.